How y'all doing?
How did I get on this live? What is this?
What's the problem?
What's up, y'all? Been
What's
missing
the
y'all.
problem? I know we had the forego last Friday, and I know you be doing family time on the weekend, so we missed you last week, Busy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. No, let's be clear. Y'all was flip flopping more than T-Core and Chemo. Y'all was flip flopping with the time, and I could not adjust.
I was out of town,
and listen. It was a lot going on last Friday. Sorry. Either way, we missed you. Dang nabbit, we missed you.
I missed y'all too.
Last week was good.
Right. So, hey, everybody coming in. Welcome to the people over to the Twitters and all of the things, y'all. I heard a rumor. I heard it's gonna, which I'm not surprised.
What is this, the Umbrella Academy? Did she even say that this whole season?
What?
What
are you talking about?
Y'all don't watch the Umbrella Academy?
I have not seen. I don't watch the Umbrella Academy. I heard it's good though.
Yeah, one of the magic powers is from the black woman who says, "I heard a rumor," and then she tells them what to do through the rumor, and that's how she manipulates them. She has to start it with, "I heard a rumor," and this was the last and final season of it. And I was thinking to myself, did she say that this entire season? And I can't remember.
Well, as soon as what happened last night, I knew there was going to be a playback. So the rumor I heard is that there is going to be a playback. Of course, you know, everybody, I don't know who all is going to have an opportunity because everybody went home, right? Did Tucker go home?
Oh,
I'm assuming he's going back.
Battle back.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard there's a battle back.
Oh, lost. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I know I jumped right in, but it's a rumor that I heard.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So what is interesting is the fact that Julie has not talked about jury yet, and this is our jury time. So for her to not say anything about jury, I think maybe these next 3 or 4 people may be sequestered.
Remind me who went home last week because my memory real bad.
Brooklyn.
Okay, so that was Brooklyn.
Well, Brooklyn's home.
Well, Brooklyn going like she's home. I think these, because normally in the battle back, these are people who were in the earlier age stages of Big Brother. Those people who went home and then came back to battle back, and then they had all the information. And these newer seasons,
they had all the tea.
Yeah, they that's that Danielle Reyes effect. But in these later seasons, they kind of sequester them, and then they get the battle back.
Tucker hasn't been out on Instagram and stuff.
So I don't know if they can't use social media or do things. I've seen interviews with him. His backdrop looks very, makeshift, like somebody put it together for him. So I'm not sure. I guess we have to wait to see what it looks like, because Brooklyn, she hasn't been on the internet like that. I can't get what's Justin Guarini's brother? Cedric off of my timeline. He's doing videos with everyone.
He on the challenge, Big Brother, Survivor. He with everybody.
Yeah, so I
feel like he's gonna be on the next season of the challenge. Like he's gonna be on the next season of the challenge.
He shouldn't be.
Whenever they do but he will be. He's gonna try. He's gonna try.
I can see Tucker doing the challenge.
Yeah, but not Cedric. Cedric is not that. And I don't want him there. He may get hurt.
I didn't say he would be successful. I said I see him doing it.
I don't want him doing it. Give him something like Love Island or something like that. I don't want him to be in the child. I don't want him to get hurt or harmed. And those people are nasty and mean to each other. And Cedric's such a gentle soul.
Love Island, though. Not Love Island. Anyway,
Love Island either.
Let's start at the beginning. We kind of jumped ahead, you guys. Sorry. Let's start at the beginning. So, with that being said, we left off last week with the spoiler letting you guys know that TT was the new HOH, and we were talking about who she was putting up and what was going on. Now, the one thing we said last week was, once again, Tucker volunteers to go on the damn block.
So do y'all feel like, from what I don't feel like it was a volunteer as much as it was a, hey girl, I mean, we in an alliance, so if you're having problems with who to pick,
No,
girl, I'm here.
no,
It's
that
like
was
if I
there's
ask you
no
if you want some of my food, but you better not say yes.
No, it was
then don't
a
say it because see, this goes back.
Right.
This goes back. Oh, Tucker is home and is in his stories on Instagram. Okay, so Tucker's
Okay.
home. But I do think there's going to be a playback. Bad
Battle
But let me
back.
say this. Whatever, battle back, playback, whatever. You know what I'm saying. But let me say this. Here's where and this goes back to what I was saying about Tucker and why Tucker was irritating me back a couple of weeks ago. You think that you really are that guy that you can get yourself. See, Tucker was cool until he felt like he couldn't get himself off the block. The worse and worse it got scenario-wise, the more and more angry he got at T-Core for putting him up. But my thing is, first of all, at this point in the game, you absolutely should be putting up anybody that's not in your alliance. It made absolutely no sense to put anybody, especially if y'all feel like y'all had a strong alliance. It made no sense to put anybody up.
And I think that's what he thought that Takor was gonna do. I think he thought like,
why
hey girl,
why he didn't say that?
To let you know I'm really a part of this thing.
He was like, I offered it to every other HOH, so I offer it to you.
Yeah, like, but girl, that don't mean use it. Because you don't need to use it.
You remember episode like week 2 or 3 where somebody went to Rubina and was like, I could use a pawn, and Rubina was like, not me. That's how everybody needs to be.
Yeah, but was Rubina in an alliance with them?
No.
But
Tucker's in an alliance.
But I'm gonna put a little bit on T. Like, first of all, so Tucker, it was stupid as hell for you to volunteer. But I'm gonna put a little bit on TT too. Again, I'm so sick of these people getting the power and then not wanting to use it. You have absolutely, positively no relationship with Leia. You have no alliance with Leia. Leia talks no game with you. That should have been a no-brainer. That should have been a no-brainer that Leia goes on the block.
It was a no-brainer. Put up Leia. If somebody come down, throw Angela ass up there, and that's it. Easy week. Which way one of y'all decide to go?
Right. I don't understand why they have this extra spot and they're wasting it. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I agree.
The alliance members home, and it's stupid, silly.
That be funny as hell to me every time it happens. I love it to see it.
I want them to go home.
And what you ended up doing was you ended up putting Quinn back in a position of power to be the puppet master behind the scenes. That's what you.
The what behind the scenes? Quinn don't do nothing.
I don't know if he's gonna puppet master.
Let's be clear. He hasn't puppeted or done anything. The only thing that Quinn is good for is the telephone game. You tell him something, and he immediately will tell somebody else. That's the only thing he's been able to do throughout this whole entire game. Now, what the other people do with it?
I disagree. Angela's on the block because of Quinn.
Because he did the telephone game.
Right, but that's to me. That's being a puppet master.
No, puppet mastering is putting it together and making. If Angela came to him openly, so I think we're skipping ahead a little bit.
All right, well, let's go back. Where were nominations?
We'll let Takor if she nominates. Yeah.
So she not. Sorry, y'all.
She nominates Cam, Tucker,
Mackenzie, and Cam.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I thought that everything was smart about this nomination except for putting up Tucker. And again, there's some duality here. I understand that pawns go home and you should not nominate yourself. So I'm thinking, Tucker, this was stupid. I also am looking at it like I feel like he was just saying, well, girl, I did say anybody else can put me up. So if you want to put me up, you can put me up. But not necessarily that she was going to put him up because look at all you have an array of people to choose from, girl. Just pick and choose.
I had a problem with the nominations from jump because Takor the week before was just sitting in the backyard crying about all the black people being on the block and the optics and why as a black person we have to think about the optics of black people being on the block just to turn around and throw another black person on the block and have that be one of your targets. So I'm like, girl.
Has there only one black person left so far? And then also you could have made it Leah.
It could have been Mackenzie,
right.
Leah.
Again,
Angela.
I don't understand why Leah was not like Leah. Hello, Leah.
It's something
She has no
about
alliance.
her. I feel like she's gonna make it to the end. I'm telling you, I think she's about to float to the end.
Winning. I can see her winning because she's not a dummy. She knows how to speak. I can see her.
I don't know, because like she doesn't know what the hell's going on in the game though.
It depends on who's next to her because she has no resume. It has no, you know what I mean? It depends on who she's
won't be able to say anything that she did.
She was
every week that something gets blown up. She's like, what was the collective? Somebody said something about a Pentagon.
Right. She's not working with anybody in that house. Quinn only wanted to save her because he got a crush on her. That is it, and that is all. Like, it's not because they talk great game.
One of these days that like she's not in that into you, bro.
She doesn't.
She's told him he just don't want to hear it. It's clear to everybody else.
I don't know. That scene that they played in that 2-hour episode, she was like giving him a little bit of flirt back.
But
it's not that she's feeding into it. Maybe because she's bored.
As soon as he said something about he likes flirting with her, she got her ass up and left the room. No.
I will say though, she had so much to say about what Tucker was doing with somebody else. Child, she saw that open box of condoms and went wild. How dare Tucker ever sleep? She really wanted to show Miss Tucker, and she was trying to hide it.
Yeah, I heard she lost her mind when she found out about Tucker.
Jealous. She was almost pulling the Chelsea the way that she was determined to let everybody know we need to get him out of here. That peen don't belong to me, and I don't like it.
Child. So those were the nominations. So we get to the power veto, and this is actually my favorite. I love this game. I really like. I think in past years it's been a lot more suspenseful. It's been a lot more back and forth. But I do like the game. You know, it's like the bad elephant game that, you know, you have the gifts and some are treats and some are punishments. You got the power veto and basically.
Don't you feel like they didn't give enough like winning things this year? I felt like it was normally it's like half and half in the veto, and then I felt like it was more punishments. That's why I felt like they had to, because I was definitely not watching 2 hours worth of Big Brother. It's not in me midweek, no. But they had to cram it in because everybody had their own It's too many punishments in one episode. It was like 3 different ones. One person going and saying by themselves. The other person has to run up and down and look into encyclopedias. One person getting balls. It's just too much.
It's usually one physical punishment, and then someone has to wear a
costume. Yeah. All of this other stuff, it was just too much. And then the prizes got here's $5,000, here's a trip for 2. I don't know.
For 2. Now,
because they usually do like a dinner, like they get a free dinner, and they can.
You get to go with somebody else. Yeah.
But did Tucker get his $20,000?
He did. I love that.
Okay.
You're a hater.
I am. I will admit it.
So that's okay. So let's get to that. So Tucker was the AI instigator, which it was stupid. Everything he did to me was just dumb. But what it did do was the house thought it was Angela because Angela was unamused and unimpressed by any of it. So her lack of reaction made them think that it was her. I don't know why they thought it was her, but fine. They thought it was her. Tucker.
Well, I think that they thought that her reactions is what it was. I will say Tucker used this to his disadvantage. Everything that he did played a role into why he's gone. Starting with Rabina. And now I cried and teared up a little bit because he was like, I was just trying to make sure that we don't have to hold hands under the covers anymore. And I was thinking, you're right, Tucker. You should have to hold hands under the covers with her. Because I have something to say, and I'm about to say it. I'm getting sick and tired of some of these commentators on Big Brother or podcasters or YouTubers talk about when did we start getting so public with who our showman says this is so strange to me. When did we start doing this? Rachel's whole thing was my man, my man, my man. Rachel Riley's whole thing was my man, my man, my man.
And let's not forget Swaggy. and what's the face?
Maggie and Bailey.
Swaggy and Bailey. We got Jeff and Jordan, who was very public. Okay, that's why I still hate Shelly to today. You got Danny and Dominic, who was out with their flirting and everything. When did we start acting like we have Nick and Jessica
in the public?
Nick and Jessica, who openly did not like the Friendship Alliance and was out there cuddling and kissing in front of everybody else. Why is everybody getting amnesia now that these two like each other? And they're like, oh my God, when did these showmances become so popular? They always been like this, girl. Rewind.
They usually start off slow, but at a certain point, it's kind of like, all right, y'all really don't have to hide it. And it's like, okay, cool. But yeah, I can say, wait, I'm like, when did we stop?
I hate it. I hate it. I feel like everybody was just trying to be like, oh, when did this is so that's why he's so annoying. He's making a threat for himself. Girl, everybody has done this. This is not new to Big Brother season 20. Like, this is not the first time this has happened. You can go back seasons. Showmances have been a thing, and people have been out cuddling and kissing and flirting and doing all of that stuff for a very long time. Very long time. My first recollection is just Rachel Riley, because every single one of her exit interviews was like, how dare you come between me and my men? You can't get more open than that. You cannot get more open than that. Every exit, what do they call it? Here's your goodbye messages. She was like, how dare you think you better come between me and my man? Every single, you can't get more open than that. And now here we are. When was Rachel Riley's season? Janelle was 6 or 7.
It was a long time ago.
Like,
yeah, that was a long time ago.
Been like 10. But either way, like, girl, we here 14 seasons later. You're like, well, when did we start doing that? Almost a decade ago. A long time ago.
Exactly. Well, somebody in production must have whispered in Angela's ear and said, okay, girl, you being a little too calm. We need you to turn it up, because Angela turned up the Angela this week. She decided that Tucker was lying to her and trying to manipulate her, and she got in her own head, and now she wants to get rid of Tucker. So she goes around the house and tells the people it's time for them to get rid of Tucker, and Quinn says, I can use that. What'd you feel about that? Kiss my cheeks.
Well, you know I ain't watched, but to me, Angela was the one who had the most sense. This man don't want a competition or two every week since he been in the house, and he's sitting on the block. It's time to get rid of Tucker. Yes.
I don't know what game y'all playing and how y'all feel like y'all gonna get to the end. But if I was Angela, girl, after you leave,
nobody's getting rid of Angela.
They're looking at me. Y'all don't think that Angela's gonna be next?
No, she's a waste of the vote out. At least,
yeah, but they're also tired of her.
Yeah, I mean, but all of them cry. All of them are irritated.
No, it's not even that they're all tired or irritated. They're tired. It's the emotional instability of up and down. You can't have a good HOH because she brings it up, she brings it down. If you get her out, maybe things will become. The people are tired of her, and they have been tired of her since Tucker put that. Since before Tucker put that veto around her neck, because that was her week that she was going to be leaving, and then she didn't leave. She was the target. The target was Angela. And he was like, well, I want people to start playing the game. This thing is boring, so I'm going to put it on the target's neck. And then now she got saved, and she thinks that if I get out him, maybe she's not understanding or getting it, which was what bothered me. Tucker came to her authentically and was like, you need to do something because people are thinking that it's you. Okay, I already saved you. I don't want you to be gone. You need to get saved. And then she goes to the same people who was like, oh, it's Angela, and says, I can't believe him. This is so strong for me to do this. We have to take him out. We just have to. And these are the same people was like, girl, we was just saying how you were the one. Literally, we were just talking about how you were the AI instigator. And now you're giving us reasons for why we should vote him. I'm going to bring this back to you. Why would Angela not? She's called out everybody. Tucker, you're not playing. No. She said, Quinn, you're playing the most destructive in a bad game, and the way you're playing this game is not going to end up well for you. It's not. She's not playing a smart game. And it's highly emotional, and it's really, it's up and down.
But she's telling the truth.
And no, she's not. She's living her own reality.
Tucker
has told her only the truth.
Tucker should be gone. Quinn is playing a destructive game.
Who would you rather hide behind, though?
You still got Quinn out there.
Quinn doesn't like Angela.
Right.
That's why he told her secrets immediately. He does not like her. You cannot, if you tell him, girl, then you get rid of your shield. Who came to you to tell you, hey, girl, these people talking about you. These people talk about you.
It would be a waste.
But I also feel like
Angela.
Right. And I also feel like we're getting to the point now, like we're.
You should start seeing that money now. It's time.
Yeah, and the money is Angela has built a resume. She's going to say that Tucker was the reason why he's gone. She's been the HOH already, and she was able to get blood on her hands twice and get the people out. She's been able to win things when she's wanted to. She's a mother. She got the story. And y'all just keep giving her weeks after weeks after weeks to keep building more and more of her resume. But this lady has a story to tell y'all if she gets to the end. Definitely over Leah.
They don't like her.
You don't have to like somebody to be like, okay, you got it. People didn't like Josh. I mean, they hated Paul Moore, but they didn't like Josh.
I can't give anybody $750,000 and I don't like you. I don't care what you're talking about in the final.
I don't know. Let me take a bottle of song.
Let me pause for a second. You guys, my chat is not moving. So I'm not ignoring comments in the chat. I don't see them. So I don't know if you guys just aren't talking or if my chat just isn't moving. So I don't want you to think I'm ignoring y'all. Okay, so you see what I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not ignoring anybody in the chat. It's just for whatever reason my chat's not moving. It's been doing that. Has that been happening to you? My stream y'all's been doing that a lot lately.
I just be assuming people ain't talking. Because sometimes that chat'll be, and I can't keep up, and sometimes it'll be click, click, click.
Yeah. But I don't want people to think that. See, Ravine says she talking. Yeah, I don't want y'all to think I'm ignoring y'all. Well, let me say this. The way I feel about it is this. I think we're at the point now where I don't think people have a whole lot of places to hide, and that's all the more reason why I feel like T-Core wasted her HOH, because now is the time to expose people. Like I said, there was no reason in the world why Leia should not have been your first choice. Like, I get it that Tucker volunteered, and I think that TT took the easy way out rather than really playing the game and putting blood on her hands. Like, at this point, I get the first couple of HOHs saying, oh, I don't want to put blood on my hands. But now is the time to do it. You've built alliances. You have a cushion. Everybody got 5,000 alliances in this house, but you have a group of people around you. And Leia is not one of those people. So you're not in fear, or you shouldn't be in fear of putting her up, because you're not aligned with her. And even if she has her own alliance, you have one too. So it just made no sense to me that Leia wasn't even a conversation until you needed a replacement. And even then, it just made no sense. And don't get me wrong, I understand why she ended up putting Angela up, but Leia should have been on the first ballot. Like, Tucker should have never been. And I understand why he was upset, because he should have never. First of all, he should have never volunteered, but he should have never even been considered. That's just how I feel about it.
I agree. I didn't want Tucker to go home this week for the game, but because he volunteered, and like they said to Cedric, you didn't win. Like, you supposed to win.
You didn't win. So we get to Cedric wins the POV, saves himself, and now there needs to be a replacement. Well, Angela after the
Cam.
Oh, Cam. Okay.
Cedric.
My bad. Cam won, y'all. And Angela made it easy for TT by acting a daggone fool and doing her whole paranoid thing again. And even though her and Tucker made up, TT was like, girl, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you and your theatrics. And so
But
you need to go on the
also,
block.
I'm in an alliance with you. I don't know what her strategy was this week. Like, I have
But remember,
no idea what her strategy.
she wasn't really in an alliance with Angela. Angela sort of pushed her way into it.
She kind of pushed her way in, but then,
they all put their fingers in at one point.
We're playing the numbers game, though. Now we're getting down to the numbers game. Now, whether or not you weaseled your way in or whatever, we're playing the numbers game, and you can't win the numbers game when majority of the people are in your alliance that you put on the block. You can't win the numbers game. You can't get to the next week in the numbers game if majority of your numbers are on the block. You can't win the numbers game. She gave the upper hand to the outside of the house when their alliance had the upper hand. It was 6 against the rest of these 5 people. How do we make sure we keep the numbers game? She took away 2 of her numbers. She took away 2 of her numbers.
Busy. You're preaching to the choir. We agree. I'm just saying that Angela made an easy target for TT by acting a fool, but I agree. It should have been Leia. It
shouldn't have been an easy target. She shouldn't have. It should have even been a thought.
Angela have been acting a fool since day one. So y'all should be used to be like, okay, there
she about to do it.
There she go. Leia, get your ass on the block.
Her name is Leah. Her name is Leah.
Do we care? Because nobody knows. I forget she's in the house. So who cares?
Oh, she plays like the Cat Dunn character for me, and that's what I kind of like about her. She just doesn't have the catchiness that Cat Dunn has. But because Cat Dunn was the are you guys conspiring against me? She actually was trying to get into some information. Leah just always in the back end saying, I had no idea this was happening. I like her.
So anyway, so we get to the replacement. So now it's Angela, Tucker, and Mackenzie. Child, we ain't said Mackenzie's name. And Mackenzie on the block. And it comes down to the AI arena. Now, Rabina.
Now, hold on. Before this, you gotta can we please give Chelsea her flowers?
Okay, what Chelsea do?
This whole week, she was like, Tucker. And anybody she could get to say Tucker. She didn't even think about even trying to talk to 6th Avenue. She made sure that Mackenzie, Cam, Leah, she tried to get Joseph, it didn't work. Quinn was definitely an easy number. And she only needed 5 votes. And it was the 5 people who were not in the alliance because T-Core gave up the numbers. And Chelsea was like, okay. So then she put Angela on the block. We only need 5 people. That's me and you, Cam. Okay, because the black's sticking together. We just need 3 more people. How about Mackenzie if she comes off? Okay, so let's make sure she's one of them. Let's get Quinn. Okay, and make sure she's one of them. And we just need one more random person that's going to be able to vote with us. And that's Leah because she don't know where she's going. And somebody just need to tell her where to go and how to do it. And that's what she did. And Chelsea orchestrated this thing so perfectly. She didn't even try to talk to the people that she knew she couldn't get. I mean, outside of Joseph, because she did try to talk to Joseph, but it was, to me, I think it was like a conversation and it was done. She focused on the numbers.
Here's another one that could go home. Joseph is a nothing burger.
I was just about to say that. Put Joseph on the block.
I think he's funny in the diary rooms.
I don't. He can go home. I'm sorry. He can.
I mean, he's like Leah, but he also had integrity and he was sticking to his word with what he said. I was actually very shocked.
He's not as bad as Leah because at least he has been playing game, talking game in alliances. So he's not as bad as Leah, but he's
been in several alliances.
His porn stash has irritated me from the beginning. So
very beginning, yes.
So I wanted to give a shout out to Chelsea because watching her work her magic this week, it was an orchestra. She was so good. She was the best conductor. It was so it was magnificent. Watch her work this week, and she didn't overdo, and she didn't act a fool. Nobody knew she was doing all this stuff. She was just silently having meetings one-on-one with just different people and making sure if it's Tucker, it's Tucker, right? It's Tucker, right? It's Tucker. Well, because some people were on the fence. I think MJ was on the fence and Cam was on the fence as well.
What fence?
Yeah,
I
Cam
think
was definitely on the fence, which is
I think
stupid.
they were
Which
gonna
again
do
just tells
Angela.
me,
That
which
would have
again
been
tells me
the
how dumb
dumbest
of a
thing.
player Cam is. Cam, Tucker is your biggest competition in the house for the physical challenges. Get his ass out. That should have been a no-brainer for Cam. Sorry.
I actually don't feel that way. I feel like Cam would have been more safe. Cam won one competition and he had to pick up the veto after everybody else already had it. You're not winning like you think you are one. You're not interesting like you say you are. And then the only person who was actually bringing you in was Tucker. The only reason that Chelsea is clinging onto him now, and I mean smart move, is the numbers. She does not care about Cam. She hasn't cared about Cam. She cares about the numbers. And she's playing the numbers game where T-Core and Chemo were playing how much do I like them and care about them? What would be interesting? Chelsea's like, hold on, girl. It was a one-woman show. That 2-hour episode, I hate that it was 2 hours because I did go back and watch it. And then a little bit of this last episode, they showcased it. But even on the feeds, just watching her, that's a badass bitch right there. She did it all by herself. She didn't need no team. It didn't showcase her and Cam going to talk to people. She said, Cam, I need you. And do I have your number? Okay. And once Cam was like, well, I mean, I think so, kinda. You are gonna be gone if I don't. Okay, then I got it. Okay, then I'm about to get the rest of them. As long as I know it's me and you, we got 2. I'm gonna work on the 3. It didn't show nobody else doing any work. Cam didn't do no work. MJ didn't do no work. Leah didn't do no work. Quinn didn't do no work. The only person who worked was Chelsea, and she worked her ass off, and she did it silently. She was a sniper, and it was so easy.
The people left in the house, who left in the house do you expect to do that kind of work? I expect that out of Chelsea.
True.
And that's really it. I don't expect that kind of gameplay out of anybody else.
That's true. She did it flawlessly. I loved it. And I got to give the girl her props. When I said, and it looked so sexy, she looked so sexy doing it. I'm telling you, it was.
See, there it is right there. There it is right there. Ding, 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 ding.
No, it was mad. I love Big Brother gameplay like that, where you're sitting behind, like how Ian was with Dan. Like Dan was the front runner, but Ian was like, girl, I pulled the strings for you. You can't take credit for the things that I actually pulled behind the scenes for you. Now Dan's gonna get up here, he's gonna talk about this stuff, but I actually put those things for him. Okay, so let's we not forget. And I love that person who's in the background just actually getting everything together. And you got somebody in the front who's acting like it. This is Dan and Ian all together. It was Ian, she was Ian in the background, pulling all the strings. That's why he won.
Okay, all right. Well, all right. Well, so we are we? So Rabina and Tucker have a moment because whatever. Who cares? I don't care. I mean, they have a moment. It's whatever.
I don't care about their show.
Right. They have a moment. It's whatever. Now we get to the AI arena.
Wait, so how did you feel about that explosion? Oh, wait, I think maybe we did kind of talk about it. Y'all are on Angela's side that she did the right thing.
No, I didn't say any of that. I said production whispered in Angela's ear and was like, okay, girl, we need one. You've been quiet for a couple of weeks. Let's go.
Right, because she should have went off about that charcuterie board. That's what she should have about.
Right. Because Angela be the reason why I just feel like it's a production thing is because it just be so irrational and out of nowhere. The one person that's had your back, the one person that you're like, I want to win the veto because I want to save Tucker, like all of this. And then this man says, hey, girl, I just want to give you a little FYI and let you know that your name is on people's lips. They think it's you. And your first response immediately is to think, one, that he's lying to you and manipulating you. And two, now it's time for him to leave the house. It's just weird and it just seems to come out of left field for me. But, that's my paranoia, I guess.
Hers too.
So, right. So honestly, I didn't feel no kind of way about the Angela outburst because I just felt like, I was like, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and action. Like,
yeah, I feel like Tucker should have not said anything. I feel like Tucker played an honest game, so he was gonna let her know.
I think the realest moment we've ever had with Angela was when she was doing her punishment. I think that was real. I think those were real emotions. I think that was the realest we've seen Angela. I think everything else is an act. I think everything else is extra. You're turning your back because what?
She finished that. She had 12 hours. She finished it in 9. She doing all this crying and stuff. Girl, it wasn't like it really wasn't. It's not a pressure cooker. It wasn't. You're not like you got
it wasn't a pressure cooker. But
you don't think these balls up and get this pain on you.
But you know what? I put myself in her shoes. Right? You're out there. You are literally like, I'm fat. Okay. All that walking back and forth. And then in between, you got to go get hit with cold ass water and keep going. Like, I don't mean any harm, but I felt I did in that moment because I felt like I would have been there. I'd have been like,
I felt like she was being fake. And from what I guess what you can grasp is she did have conversations where she was like, and Tucker wasn't even out. When she ended, everybody was out there. But Tucker,
I did know,
but he had his own punishment that he was dealing with. Like, girl, I'm trying to go to sleep and I keep waking up every 30 minutes. I'm trying to get whatever rest I can. But she was mad that Tucker wasn't out there at the end, congratulating her and supporting her and being out there for her. But it's like he also has his own punishment, and he's waking up every 30 minutes to find a random thing in a random book in a random part of the house.
I felt her because I feel like I would have had that moment. I honestly feel like I would have had a moment where I'd have been like, fuck this. They can have their radioactive balls and kiss my ass. Like, I honestly felt like I would have had that same moment. So I really felt like that was real. Now, do I think Angela is extra and dramatic? Yes. But I think those emotions were real. I really do. And that's just my opinion.
One of the times that she was crying in the shower, I was like, okay, because I felt that because it has to be tiring. You trying to get these balls and put them one at a time in there, and they keep stopping you just so that they can pour paint on you and then wash the paint off of you.
Water, and you have to keep going. It's not like they say, okay, dry off you, because I get it. She did finish, 3 hours early, but you lose track of time when you're doing shit like that. Like you really do.
Yeah. It was only one time she was showering, and when she started crying, it was the time when Cam was like, "Here, there's a towel. I'm here to help you." That's when I was like, "Okay, it seemed even I'm getting emotional, choked up about it now." But I felt like, okay, this was the one time. The rest of the time, I was like, "Girl, if you don't get your ass up and get these balls."
Anyway, we get to the AI arena. Is that everything we want to talk about before we get to the AI arena?
I think I do want to talk about, or at least because we kind of discussed it in the beginning, T-Core's decision. So at some parts of us that we've talked about already was that it's not smart, it's against your numbers. But the TV edit really showcased her being like, don't you dare think that you're going to tell me what to do with my HOH. And I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with my own HOH, and I'm going to put up whoever I want to put up. And one, I hated that edit. But then two, is that how she was really feeling? Is it that, yes, Leah could have been a good replacement and I could have kept the numbers on my side, but I didn't like that Tucker was trying to tell me what to do. So I'm not going to do
like a part of it was how Tucker was acting, because Tucker was acting entitled. He was acting like, first of all, he's mad because you put him up after he told you could put him up. Then you mad because you threw the $5,000 her way like she owed you something. And then when she didn't do what you wanted her to do, now all of a sudden, like he really did throw a tantrum like he was a fucking child. So do you
feel like he is entitled to any of those emotions he was feeling?
No, because no.
When you volunteer. Not when you volunteer.
I don't think. I think that's the small part of everything that he was actually upset about, though. Now he did volunteer, and he was mad at himself for volunteering. No. See, that's
the problem. That's the problem, Busy. He wasn't mad at himself. He blamed T-Core for doing it. He always said, "Well, I mean, I didn't mean it. Well, she didn't have to do it. Well, I didn't think she would really do it." No, he didn't blame himself. He blamed her.
He blamed Cedric for not using the veto on him or whatever with that veto when Cedric told him, use the veto on yourself. Like, Tucker has these crazy ideas and plans, and when he see, oh, this ain't really working out in my favor, he blames the HOH when they told They told your ass.
Yeah, but he also does a lot of, and I felt like not yesterday, but the day Wednesday's episode showcased. And I'm sorry, I'm on the side, like him or not.
I do
All
like
of the things that he brought up was real. I gave T-Core $5,000, and even though he knew that he didn't need to give her anything because Cam was gonna take it from whoever.
But again, it's that right. But again, it's that savior thing. It's that I'm doing this.
I did something for you. I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
No, but here's the thing. But that's the part. That's the part that me and you are disagreeing about. I feel like Tucker does things so he can hold stuff over your head that you owe him, like when he saved
if
Angela.
You look at it like that, yes.
Right, but what I'm saying is I understand your point. Let's be clear. I get it. And I do think that there's a part of me that agrees that, damn, TT, you could have, but I think the problem, again, is his whole attitude about all of it. He was trying to control her HOH. He was trying to manipulate her. He does think he's the smartest person in the room. And I do think that T-Core got caught up in that because, again, the smarter move was Leah, whatever. But I do think a part of her got caught up in that. But he does that because he threw it. Like, my thing is, don't do something for me and then throw it in my face. So you did that for her. Oh, I know how Big Brother works. This is going to be a punishment. So, I don't want her to have a punishment on her HOH. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take it. I'm going to go ahead and do the punishment. But then you throw it in her face the rest of the week. Don't like.
I gave you $5,000.
But you got
don't do it.
But
they don't know that.
But don't do something for me to throw it in my face. Don't do that.
This is my thing. See, and this is my thing. And this is why I feel like sometimes when you have human, if you look at human connections, or I scratch my back as you scratch, you're not going to be good at this game, which is why I probably wouldn't be good at it. He gave Takora $5,000. Okay. He also put himself up as a nomination. I don't feel like he was trying to control her HOH at all until it got to Cam winning the veto. That's the only time he was telling her what he thinks should actually happen. He was not trying to control her HOH at all. He said, put me up, and then he let whatever happen. Now, he did not like being put up. And then after Cam got the veto, then he was like, okay, this is when I should probably say something. But I don't think he was trying to control her whole HOH. He gave her $5,000 and took a punishment from her. He put himself up for her, then took $5,000 and gave it to her and took her punishment away. He saved Cam, he saved Quinn, he saved Angela. You would assume that after doing all of these things for people,
that's my problem, Busy.
You would assume that doing all these things for people, they would say, you know what?
But listen what I'm saying.
I got you.
But listen.
But we have to.
But everything you just said is my problem. He saved, he did. Nobody asked you to do none of that shit. Play your game.
They're not playing theirs.
No, but we also have to rewind.
But that's not his responsibility.
You got to rewind it back to last week when they created that 6th Avenue during his HOH. They already were feeling like this isn't really an alliance. This is a dictatorship. They were already ready to kind of jump ship anyway last week. So it ain't take much for them to turn on Tucker.
Yeah, I mean that's like if we go out to dinner, that's like, okay, a couple of weeks ago, Busy bought me dinner, right? Busy cook. Now Busy can cook his ass off, okay? Busy cook. He bought me dinner. It was nice. He packaged it up real nice. It was all cute and everything. Looked like it came from the carryout.
Now give me all your super chats.
I appreciated it, and it was good, and I appreciate, like I do. But that's like Busy throwing that in my face every single time something happens. Well, remember that time I bought you dinner? I didn't have to do that. I went out of my way to do that. It's like,
but that's your leverage in a pressure cooker like that. That's your leverage. That's your leverage in a game like this. What else can you use? If we like this, that's your leverage in a game like this. I saved you. I helped you. Help me. What else can you use? I cook.
But he's not saying help me. No. But see, that's the point. He's not saying game. Right. I'm sorry.
Of a game, but you have to go back to how people perceive you. Okay. They already perceive you as a dictator, a comp beast. You don't know how to talk to people. They already think this way about you. So when you come back like, well, look, I just, I saved you. It ain't I might receive that differently from you than I might receive it from Tucker. So he has to look at how he's acted this whole game. You can't. I don't know. I think they were already ready to jump ship from Tucker anyway. So you did something nice for me.
Exactly, nice. Danny. He's saying this is what you're going to do because I did this. Right. Again, and then when it doesn't happen, then all of a sudden everybody else, like again, he's upstairs pouting with his old lips poked out and shit. And he's mad because it didn't go his way, and he feels like T-Core owed it to. I could see if T-Core was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't want a punishment. Please, please, please," but she didn't ask for it.
She didn't ask for anything, but also he's. You said what you say?
We have seen HOHs in the past do that. Say, I really don't want a punishment. I don't have to have a veto and all. So we have seen people do that.
T-Core's not gonna speak up like that. She's a mouse like Chemo. They do all their stuff behind the scenes. But also, I'm thinking about it. If I was from his perspective, he at the bottom. He has to do as many nice, kind gesture things as he can to get people to like him, because he's always going to be a target. So I think what he was trying to do, Tucker.
Which is point.
No, he doesn't.
Why you don't volunteer?
What do you mean?
Block.
Why does Tucker have to do all of that for people to like him? Where are you getting that from?
Because everyone wants him gone. So
everybody wants him gone because
you have to do things to make people like you.
So now we're arguing over what came first, the chicken or the egg. He's doing all of that now because listen, he's doing all that now because of his personality and his attitude. He's alienated people because he's had that. I got it all. I can win any competition. Yeah. I'm the man. No matter what you do, I'm going to come back. And when I come back, I'm going to get you. So it's not that people didn't like Tucker. It's that Tucker has created this environment.
Mm-hmm.
I see what y'all talking about. It's not that I don't understand. I can't see trying to get longevity, not trying to do things for people, knowing that they don't like me. So yeah, I'll save you here and there.
This comment right here sums it all up. Tucker had the big kid. He thought he was unbeatable. Once he found out, oh, this shit ain't the same every week, I might be in trouble. Now he wants to be like, oh, but I gave you. He wants to switch it up. Oh, but I gave something to you. You was just talking shit the past 3 weeks. Can't nobody touch you. But now you want to be humble? No. Keep talking your shit and go in that AI arena.
Right.
I would have kept him so that he could keep doing that. I guess maybe it would have been the evil dick win, but I would have just been like, nobody likes you, so no one cares.
But
nobody likes evil dick, so here we are.
People do like Tucker.
But again, right, and again, we're back to, and again, this goes back to what it's almost like this is what I was trying to say a couple of weeks ago when I was like, all of that, he keeps volunteering. There's going to be a point where that shit's going to bite him in the ass, and that's what happened this week. Mm-hmm. And let's be clear, this isn't the first time he's volunteered to go on the block with against his own alliance. Like he's done that. That's what he's done. Erica says, I disagree. He said he wanted to keep T-Core. Huh? He wanted.
I do think that, and we can move on. I do think that Tucker was true to his word with the people he said he was going to save and what things he said he was going to do.
I agree. I think he would have been true to his word.
I agree. So, okay, we go into the AI arena, and Mackenzie pulls out the win.
Yeah.
And okay, is it me? I know I'm on this conspiracy theory about production this season, but is it me or does it sound like Julie was mad that he ain't get the puzzle? She's like, I asked you if you understood the directions. What happened? I was like, okay, it sounds like the fix was in and you fucked it up. Like
it's not like you can't win them all.
I did hear that he has a learning disability, and that's why he was trying to do it backwards, and not facing towards him, which is what they were supposed to do. I don't know what the learning disability is, but he lost.
He lost.
And it was him and Angela on the block. Now, can I say that I really, truly enjoyed last night's vote because it was not predictable. We weren't sure where. We know how they edited it, but I love the fact that some people voted for Angela, Angela. Some people voted for Tucker. People were torn. I get it. I really like this because I hate, y'all know how I feel about the whole everybody has to be anonymous bullshit. I absolutely hate it.
Yeah,
but
I
don't
like that
we got this back and forth.
I thought this was good, but it showcased how hard Chelsea worked, which was what I thought was incredible. I knew that he was gone as soon as it happened, and I didn't think them going in the back room was going to change anything. Chelsea had already been in everybody's head. Tucker. It showcased all year. I mean, all week.
Oh,
so
yeah. Once he didn't win the AI Arena,
gone.
Yeah.
He was going. I don't think there's anything that he can say, anything he can do. I don't think it was the smartest game move for maybe Cam or Leah. Because Leah's at the bottom of any pack. So you might as well let the big dogs fight it out while you sit down and still play stupid. So I don't think it was a smart move for her. They only needed 5 votes. We just needed her to move over and help. And I feel like Cam, to be honest, Chelsea only needs you as a number. She not ever with you like that. She don't care about you like that. She needs you as a number. And I feel like the better vote would have been Angela, because then you would have had dedicated. Because Angela, she gonna go back and forth. She don't know what she want to do, how she gonna do it. If you could just get a solid dedicated number, you'll be good and you'll be fine to the end. Until, however, when y'all gotta battle it out. But Angela too back and forth, and so she's not a number you can. If we're trying to play the number game, she's not a number you can count on. They just don't want Tucker to have a vote.
That is true.
Angela, you can't count on her vote. She'll feel this way. This should start crying. This should start touring. It'll be the day before, and now she's going up and somebody stole my. She's crazy. You need dedicated people who are going to give you a dedicated vote, who are going to be a dedicated number. And Angela's not that.
I will agree. Angela will flip on you quickly.
She'll flip on herself. She got herself on the block. Angela will make it so that she's now in the hot seat.
She can't rally up anything. People don't take her seriously. Where people might take Tucker and his strategy seriously, people just gonna be looking at Angela like, girl,
what are you talking about?
Like, she's not gonna gather any votes. So that's why, I mean, Tucker was still the most dangerous player, but
he is,
right.
But he's more dedicated on the side of numbers. And then you have to think of the numbers. Why would I go on the side of Chelsea, who's been on the opposite side of the vote all of these times? She don't got the popularity, mama. And then she's about to start rallying the troops, and I'm gonna be on the top. Cam, you're at the bottom. Leah, you're at the bottom. And Mackenzie's gonna win her way out of it. Being with Chelsea is not smart. Being with Chelsea is not smart. It's better to be at the bottom of this other group.
Which is the reason why I do think it was a good move on Cam's part, because no disrespect to the rest of the men in the house, and I know that Cam hasn't won anything. I'm clear on that. I get it. Cam hasn't won anything. But if we're talking about,
he did win his veto.
But if we're talking about physical stature, like, Tucker is the last physical man left in the house. Like, honestly, I don't think it was a bad move for Cam.
I don't know. Quinn was the last person on the World Cup, because they haven't been playing these agility games like they used to. These have been more equitable games. Angela and Kenny were winning. Like, these are the games that they're playing this season. So the whole jock thing is in the past. We're not doing that anymore. We're playing new games, new ways, new things. Yeah, where anybody can win the game. We had to listen to Sounds crying out loud for that HOA. Like, it's so different.
That's true. I mean, yeah, that's valid.
For my entertainment value, I want to see another.
So before we get into spoilers, because, child, we know what happened. Tucker went home, child. Mm-hmm. But before we get into spoilers, Busy. Yes. When you interviewed Brooklyn, you said Brooklyn was dropping bombs and spilling tea. What did she tell us?
So, one, she said that Angela said that she can eat her cheeses and meats. So it wasn't that they're trying to make it something that it's not. Angela said that they can have the cheeses and meats. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Secondly, she said,
blame it on the edit.
Come on, RuPaul. She also said that, I don't know, it smelled like some kush for a second. But I know he ain't doing it. So
I know Tater Bay.
He's not doing it. Yeah. So I was like, what is that? Did I have an edible in my anyway? The second one was that everybody can't stand Angela in the way that she's playing. She's emotionally manipulative and draining. So her going about being a mother and she's up and down. She's like, it's fun to watch on TV, but living with that is hell. And they are all tired of that. And then she was, because her strategy was to find a couple. And she was saying that it was hard to pick a couple because there's so many couples. And people think that they like each other, but they don't like each other, but they're manipulating other people into liking each other. So how do you hide beside a showman when you got Matt and Mackenzie, and then you got Leah trying to convince Quinn that she's in love with him, and then you got outwardly Tucker and Rabina. And she was saying how it's so difficult to find. It was difficult to find somebody to hide behind because everybody's a couple.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I haven't been watching the feeds, so I absolutely do not know. Do we know who the new HOH is? Don't say the name yet, but do we know?
Yes.
Okay, so so 10 seconds. We're getting ready to get into spoilers, you guys. If you don't want to know who the new HOH is or anything that has happened since last night, then you have to the count of 10 to exit. We have 300 people in the room. I want to thank everybody for being here from here in the Twitter spaces.
We have 300 people here?
Between Twitter, yeah.
That's crazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Who is the new HOH?
Quinn is the new HOH.
And that's what y'all get. And that's what y'all get for putting Angela up and for putting
off the block. Who took Quinn off the block?
I don't care about Quinn being a new HOH. I don't care.
I don't really care either.
Because his target, and that's what y'all get. And that's what y'all get. He naming all the people.
But me,
So right now, what it's sounding like now, Angela's not in this crosshairs. Crazy.
She's not.
And so we looking at Cam.
Mm-hmm.
We looking.
I didn't hear about Cam.
Yes, Cam, Chemo, T-Core. Those are the three names that I'm talking about. And then he's going back between Cam and MJ.
See, I heard Rubina. I heard it was Rubina and Chemo, but I didn't know it was Cam. And why would it be Cam?
I just don't think he has any relationship with them. But that was like a later one before the feeds cut. So it wasn't, I don't think it was like a definite. I definitely know that we know Rubina's gonna go up. We know that Chemo's gonna go up. It really should be Rubina, Chemo, and T-Core.
So the visionaries are done.
Duh. And they knew that.
I think
if visionaries was done, T-Core should have put Quinn ass up last week.
That's what I've been saying, but no, because one of the two are going to be going up. Without question, Chemo or T-Core going on the block. Without question. And y'all saved that weasel. Y'all saved that weasel. And y'all went against your better judgment and made sure that Angela or Tucker on the block, y'all made sure that weasel was safe. And then brought him into the fold.
Now I take back everything I said about T-Core and her HOH. I didn't know the visionaries were blown up, because if the visionaries were blown up, you were dumb as hell for putting up Tucker over Quinn.
Well, at that time, it wasn't blown up. What was blown up was the 6th Avenue Alliance. Because they didn't say, because you didn't watch the episode. The AI instigator came out and said, no, it wasn't the AI instigator. It was Angela, because she was upset that she got on the block.
Oh, and she exposed it.
She sure did. Well, she didn't say who was in it.
T-Core, you weren't thinking, because Angela did that shit the last time. She started yapping them gums. I'm starting
to say Chemo, Angela, and Rubina. So that's what we're looking at. Okay. That must have been one of the ones that happened right before I left. Because the thing is, which is, I don't want to say it's weird and odd. Him and Joseph been doing this thing together. So I don't know what it is about those two, but it was almost like they're using this. It's gonna be their this is gonna be both their HOH. He's been doing a lot of his stuff with Joseph. Somebody said I think he's going to put up Angela. Angela needs to go. Angela needs to go, but she needed to go last week. And Quinn, I really feel like he would have been a number for Quinn, even though I feel like he would have put up Tucker if things didn't work out like this. But I don't know. The feeds are down, so we don't know who the noms are.
But Tucker is also making himself now. I mean, Quinn is making himself now Tucker 2.0 by now he about to win everything until we can get you out. So he probably should have.
But he always was. Like Tucker's personality just sort of shown it. But let's be clear, Quinn has been winning since day one. That's why he had that power to begin with. Quinn is. Mm-hmm. That's what I mean by. I know y'all don't agree with my term puppet master, but Quinn has quietly been not quietly because he ain't quiet. But Quinn has he's been playing the game. Quinn's been playing the game.
He's been playing the game, but I don't think he's been making the best decisions. But we'll see.
I don't think any of them are making good decisions. Like, I'm not impressed with anybody's gameplay this season. Really? Except for maybe Leah, because I don't understand how her ass has managed to stay off of everybody's radar and she has no alliance. Like, the fact that Leia has no alliance and she's never been nominated and she's not on anybody's radar is crazy to me.
I think that's what makes her able to stay. She's an easy number to pull. She wants to be. It's not that she doesn't want to play or she's not trying to. She just hasn't done it. And I think she's waiting for someone to pull her. It's an easy sway. And as long as you get to her first, you got her.
Why hasn't anybody pulled her then?
Because I don't think you can be committed with her. She talks about herself all day on the feeds. She's not interested in you or what you got going on in your life. She don't care about you and your background, family, nothing. She wants to talk about everything. She wants to talk about that only relates to her. And as soon as you start talking about something that relates to you, she gotta go. She gotta go. It's not she don't have no time. And
I'm surprised MJ hasn't pulled her. At least it's a duo thing.
I think her and MJ look at each other like Kim and Chelsea, like, okay, girl, we got. I don't want to say it out loud, but
in the beginning they had that alliance with Matt. Remember?
Yeah, and they wanted revenge from Matt,
but that went away real quick. They forgot about Matt real quick, child.
We couldn't, and neither could Joseph. Okay, masturbating to him. That was crazy to me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Joseph, his punishment was the mattress, so he was in 24 hours confinement. So there, is this all?
He pleasured himself while he was there.
Several times. He said he jizzed all up through that bathroom. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I could show it because I showed it on my live yesterday and I didn't get flagged. So because it's only a small clip. But okay, yeah,
I'm curious. Show. Can you? What do I need to do?
No, I gotta. Give me a second.
But you said he was thinking about Matt. Do you know that?
Well, Matt, it was a Matt. Matt was talking the entire time. Like he wasn't able to turn off. So he was stuck. You remember how they normally do this? Like, was it Danny who got stuck with Mr. Spectacular? Like they get stuck in a room with someone for 24 hours. And he was stuck in a room listening to Matt talk for 24 hours. And he masturbated a couple of times. He said he was happy about it.
Wow.
Let me see if I can find it. Yep. All right, hold on. I'm about to present it. All right, I shared it. You just got to make a date.
I got it. Okay, I'm adding it to the stage now.
What the fucking spizz?
I spizzed all up in that joint.
I wonder if anybody else has.
It's low. Wait a minute. Turn it. Can you turn it up? It's low.
I could turn it. No, that's as high as it can go. But I will do it again. Let me see if I can put some closed captions on.
Okay. Hold on. Let me take this comment off the screen. Hold on.
All right.
This is great.
What the fucking
I
spizz?
spizzed all up in that joint.
You know, I wonder if.
Oh wow.
Because remember, his bathroom was a tent in there.
Wow.
It was like a little, because he couldn't leave the room to go to the bathroom, so they gave him like a little
Right,
thing.
right.
And can you just imagine? You just listening to Matt the whole entire time, and he masturbated to Matt. He said all of it through that thing. He said he did it.
That's just like he didn't need to share that. He
Right,
really
some
did.
things you keep to yourself.
Right. Right. He just
I'm
didn't need
calling
to tell
you
us.
out just for telling me that. I don't know.
I don't know. Y'all think it's gonna be an interesting week or no? I'm not excited.
I think it'll depend on how they edit it. It sounds like there is some drama going on, but it depends on how if they edit it to be bigger than what it is.
Because Quinn is a wild card. He's a wild card. Like, he's on your side one day, he's not on your side. You tell him something, he's gonna tell something else. Every alliance that has been revealed is because he can't keep his mouth closed. You don't know who he's on the side of. So he say one thing, then he means another. Then he says something else, and then he means something else. And you don't know who he's telling the truth to, and then he's gonna tell your truth to everybody else. It's too much. It's too much. And he has to show it now. We're really dwindling in numbers. How many people do we have here? 10 people?
Yeah, I think we
You
down.
gotta show your hands. You have to show your cards. Like, you have to show your cards. And it was very clear that it was 3 people who voted this way and 5 people who voted this way. Okay, and now we're taking you out of the equation, and also we gotta take out Angela. What side are you on? This 3 or this 5? It sounds like he's picking that 5. Which, to be honest, you're on the bottom of that one. You're on the bottom of that one too. You might as well stick with whatever you know.
Everybody is on the bottom of everything because every week they keep changing. So
that's what I was gonna say. I can't keep up with all these damn alliances. Like, it's crazy.
I don't see anybody just that's insulated in the house, like, because we keep changing it up every week.
What I was gonna say. I don't trust anybody
insulated person
at this point.
Because ain't nobody thinking about her. Leah and Joseph are the most.
They are sitting pretty. Sitting pretty. Leah and Joseph are sitting so pretty, it makes no sense. MJ's name just keeps getting thrown out there because she was thrown out there first. Like, when I say MJ, I mean Leah and Joseph are sitting so pretty. They can really just sit back, smoke, and watch these girls fight.
That's it.
Before anybody turns around and be like, "Oh, we forgot y'all."
We don't even know y'all was
exactly.
Still
Which is all the more reason. Which is all the more reason why Leah should have been on the block last week, and her ass should be sitting at home right now.
It's more reason why Leah and Joseph don't need to win nothing. They don't need to bring no attention to themselves. They need to, if they gonna float, stay floating. Don't win anything.
Joseph plays a good ally. He's like, I got your back. Whatever you need. Yeah. I got your number. Like, if you get to him first, he's a good ally. Leah, wherever the chips fall, then you gotta go to her. But not beforehand, you can.
What's SW?
What's SW? Did I see the SW? What's SW?
I don't know. What's that?
Busy Blues expose everyone's tea all the time, just like Quinn. Come on, Sultan. I don't think that I'm like. Is that why I don't like him? I don't feel like I'm like Quinn. Now, if you tell me something, I definitely can hold the secret. I definitely, and especially not to my detriment. I wouldn't do it to my detriment.
Oh, SW is Sultan's World.
Sultan's World. Yeah, I wouldn't do it to my. If I was playing Big Brother, I would be the vote until it was time to not be the vote. You will never catch me running the way that Quinn runs around and says it didn't take him 2 seconds. Angela cried to him, Mackenzie and Leah, and was like, "We have to."
We couldn't get out that room fast enough. He could not get out that room fast enough.
He was like, "Oh God, I can't believe that. Give me 1 second. Gotta use the bathroom." And left immediately. It did not stop.
Fast enough.
To my own detriment, that's a lot of money for me and my family. Girl, I'd be like, okay, yeah, but it's not his time. It's your time, actually. And I don't know how to get you up there, so we'll get you out next week. But ain't nobody listening to you. And then maybe after the vote, because Tucker's still a big target. I wouldn't, because Quinn is a target. I would keep Tucker in, and then next week be like, I'm just letting you know, girl. Angela was saying,
right, we're gonna battle it out.
Angela said she didn't trust you, girl. She said, once everything is said and done with, girl, you know she didn't. Because Quinn's days are numbered. Angela's days are numbered. MJ can't win them all like Tucker.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the three people who they just need one other person to be more of a target than them, and they'll be good. Right now, they are enemy number ones, and they're easy. And I feel bad for MJ because she ain't do nothing to nobody.
Yeah, she really did just sort of get caught in the matrix.
I blame Matt.
All right, y'all. We get ready to wrap this up. I want to thank everybody once again for being here. What is our fantasy update? Kiss of Cheeks.
I will say I forgot that Charles created this league, so we have our own rules. So if you didn't get your swaps in, I don't think he's gonna set up the deadline for the swap until after we know who gets evicted this week. So you still have another week to swap your player, which is good because I have one more swap to do. But let's see. I'm kind of mad because MJ was going home. So I took MJ out of my lineup and left Tucker in, and now I'm stuck with Tucker with 0 points for a week.
Oh,
but hey, I'm still in third place, so I'm not too mad about that. Whoever is Peep at LP, they've been in first place this entire time. I want to see who they have on their team. Oh, she had Tucker, Angela, Quinn, Chelsea. She had a lot of heavy hitters. But Tucker gone, so she might come down. But really
I think the points are gonna really start shifting. Now that like at this point, like I know, like for me, I'm out of swaps, and like the more and more people run out of options, we're gonna have some dead weight. You know what I mean? Because like the people that I have on my bench are like T-Core, who like I'm gonna try to put her in this week since it looked like she might be on the block or something. But
y'all don't got nothing to show us.
Let me. How can I send it to you, Really B, so you can put it up?
You could just present it on your computer.
Okay, present.
Make sure nothing crazy showing.
Really B, you let El Teddy pass you.
Oh,
I didn't let Eddie do anything.
I mean, I hear y'all switching and swapping, so it sounds like you did.
He has 16 and you dropped to 18. I put it up there.
God.
You gotta share it.
Here it is. Look at me right there at number 18. Oh,
so who's number one right now?
Number one is Peep at LP. She been number one all season.
Whoa.
Shout out to Charles' mom. She's at I was just in third. The scores done updated.
Wait, Charles is over you.
Right, because I was just in third place. Hold on. But shout out to his mom. She's still in second place.
Madonna said that she said you at 8.
Right. How I get down to 8? I was just in third. But I'm in 8th place.
And where's Really B?
Really B.
I'm at number 18.
She's at 18. And she let
but I'm at 18 with a bullet. I'm at 18 with a bullet.
Who El Teddy got? Because
I didn't know El Teddy watched Big Brother.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he had Tucker Angela. That Tucker Angela points helped a lot of people.
I had Tucker
who does
Angela
number one have? Who does number one have? Because they winning.
They have Tucker, Angela, Quinn,
Angela,
all the heavy hitters.
All the HOHs they had.
Oh, smart.
It looked like a lot of people are stuck with Tucker week 7 because we thought Mackenzie was going home.
Mm-hmm.
So I could jump back up. It's a lot of people stuck with Tucker in a lineup week 7. I don't know how they in first place and they had Brooklyn too. I'm coming for that first place.
I don't know, not from 8.
Coming
and
for
Really
that
B, you might as well
spot.
hang it up, girl. Put it in the closet.
Look, Alex
We got a lot of
week
we
one.
got a lot of games to still play.
And he
We got a
jumped
lot
up
of
to
games to
15.
play.
It's a lot of game left to play.
We have a lot of game to play.
Yeah, these are very close
I ain't
numbers. These are very, very close numbers. I will say that.
That's what I'm saying. And I've jumped every week. I've jumped. So a couple of weeks ago, I was at number 20 something, and so it could happen. Especially now that people are running out of swaps, all of us are going to end up with dead weight. So it's going to come down to how much dead weight you really have.
I think I might mess around and pick
like
up
for
Jason
me
or Leah.
You might as well. They'll be here for a while.
Yeah.
Let me get out of here. I got food to make. I'll talk to you later. Have fun.
All right. See you later.
All right. I'm about to get out of here too. Thank y'all for being here, you guys. And me and you move back and forth. Yeah, we move back and forth, child. All right, y'all. And I'm sorry that I'm not on camera tonight, child. If y'all ain't figured out, I'm taking these braids out, honey. But I will see y'all next week.
Get your swaps in. Get your swaps in. That's all I'm gonna say. Get your swaps in.
Get the swaps in.
Jury. All right. We'll see you next.
Good night, everybody. Again, thank you, Twitter, for being here. Thank you for the Twitterverse. All right, we out.
Bye.